It's a beautiful day for softball here at the Graham Rec Park between your homestanding Rams and the Point University Skyhawks. I'm Jackson Bass, joined with Ethan Stenson, and currently batting Foster for Point University. You know, the Rams come into this contest 3-7. Point coming into here 12-6, 5-1 of the conference, with their only loss coming to Columbia College a few weeks ago. Ethan, you been paying attention to the count?
Yeah, count is 2-1 currently.
Awesome. Count runs 2-1. And pitching for the Rams, Haley Cox, the freshman. That swung on. Stays fair, deep into left field. And Foster's going to stay over at second. Base hit.
Designated player, Gabrielle Riley.
You know, Ethan, this is going to be quite the task for the Rams today. They're coming off a pretty sad loss to the in-conference throw a couple days ago.
Yeah, I know when I called it was 11-1 at the end of game one. Game two ended. You called that one. It was
much closer. I believe it was 6-3,
6-3. Yeah, so less runs being given up.
Yeah, now that was all to the credit of Haley Cox, who just did a fantastic job on the mound.
Or at the circle in the case of softball. Whoa!
Foul tip bunt. And I think my headset, the ears keep going in and out, so it seems kind of weird. But there's a runner at second. Deal. Big swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss. Strike three. Good for the first out by Haley Cox.
It's those things that you really like to see, Jackson, too. You know, those ambiguous balls that Cox likes to throw, it makes you want to swing at it. It's tempting, and they go for it. And then, you know, it's strikeout after strikeout for her.
Yeah, she's really good at giving the bait, and everyone's just taking it. That's low into the dirt for ball one. Runner over at second. Let's talk about who's in the field. Pitching for the Rams, of course, Haley Cox. Catching, Christina Sanchez over at first. Kenzie Lambert at second. Lauren Peanut Bailey. As that foul tip goes up, ricochets off right into the glove of Sanchez. Over at short, Chloe Hicks. At third, Macy Martin. Out in right, Madison Blankenship. In center, Claudia Santana. And another foul ball goes into, what did you call it, Ethan?
Down into limbo, the abyss.
The abyss. And then over in left field, Hannah Taylor. That's way outside ball. One out. Cox deals, gets another piece of it.
And it flows into the abyss again.
I feel bad for the poor parent who has to go searching for the balls. I can see both of them. But, I mean, there's so many little thickets down there. You're going to ruin a good T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, or poison ivy. That's coming out now this time of year.
She won't get a piece of that one. Right into the glove of Sanchez. Strike three. 2 strikeouts for Haley Cox.
Third baseman, Asia Jones.
Asia Jones. The pitch. That skids in the dirt. Ball one.
Looks like the runner on second's a bit skittish.
You know, and I don't see Cox very much as one of those pick-off kind of pitchers. Everybody's playing pretty wide from second. Everybody in the formation, the pitch. That's a high ball. Just a little off time. Safe. The long throw to second.
Counts 2-0 according to the ump.
Count runs 2-0. She gets a piece of it. It touches the sky. Blankenship with the easy grab. Out 3. 3 batters, or 4 batters, 3 batters retired. We go into the bottom of the first here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Let's talk about who's out in the field. Honestly, I'm a little scared because I thought they called it wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Pitching for the Skyhawks, Burnham. Catching, Parker. Over at first, Knight. Followed by at second, Wyatt.
I know Burnham had a good game. Oh, sorry for interrupting, but Burnham had a good game also when they were playing that doubleheader against Kentucky Christian a few days ago.
Yeah, and it's very important to note that the Skyhawks are coming off 4 consecutive wins, their last being that in-conference game against Columbia College a few weeks ago. Over at short, Jones at third, Pildner. Out in right, Foster in center, Liner, and over in left, Barnes. First up to bat, Chloe Hicks, followed by Claudia Santana, and in the hole, Christina Sanchez. Hicks steps into the box. The breaking ball goes bunt. Quick throw to first, easy out for the Skyhawks. Now batting from the Dominican Republic, as she shows it on her helmet.
Center fielder
Claudia Santana.
Keep going.
Burnham. Breaking ball. Little outside, ball 1. Santana, a big senior leader for this softball team, mainly the outfield. She gets a piece of it. It goes foul right beside the bag. And that was a big reason about that, closeness of that game on Tuesday, Ethan, was that the outfield was all over all those balls. They were kind of the saving grace for this Rams team.
Yeah, especially like Santana, who's now up to bat. She's been catching very frequently, especially in the last few contests.
Check swing, gonna stay up. That skids in the dirt, ball 1. The 1-0. Count runs 2-2.
2-2, yes.
2-2. Hopefully we can adjust the scoreboard soon.
The scoreboard is our friend, right?
The scoreboard kind of helps us out quite a bit. The 2-2, she gets a piece of it. Skids right past the shortstop. Sanchez.
Safe.
They're going to call Santana safe over at second.
A great double from Santana, huh?
Christina Sanchez. We saw her big home run on Tuesday. Was it the 2 RBI home run you called, Ethan?
Yeah, that was last year.
No. There's one this past week.
Well, yeah, I called Yeah, that's a foul ball. But yeah, I called that Tuesday. But I remember the most memorable moment was when I did call a 2 RBI homer last year, and she got injured, but then hit it out of the park. That was just an inspirational story. You can probably find that somewhere on Facebook.
Burnham deals. Goes bunt. Quick throw over to first, but not in vain. Santana going to reach third, and the Rams looking to get on the board and try to give Point their second conference loss.
First baseman Kinsey Lambert.
Kinsey Lambert up to bat. Burnham deals. Way inside, ball one. Santana at third. Swing of the bat would send her home. The 1-0 makes contact.
And that's a sacrifice right there to bring her home.
Well, no, she's not going to get the run
Really?
because that was out number 3.
Oh, yeah, we are not keeping track because of the scoreboard. Yeah, forgot.
But out number 3 sends Bluefield back into the dugout. The Rams are going to have to try to defend the Skyhawks. Try to keep it a 0-0 as they go into the top of the second. We'll be back here shortly on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Kayla Wyatt, the second baseman, up to bat. That ball is going to go foul and hit the barn.
I was scared it was going to hit one of the Point fans in the head.
Actually, those are all members of the Bluefield University baseball team. Great to see all our sports coming out here and supporting. I don't want to name drop. I could see Kevin Torres, and I believe I saw one of the Taman brothers earlier. And, of course, you could see Coach Chris Allen as that's low into the dirt for ball.
I believe that's a 1-0.
The pitch. I don't believe it can be because that would be strike number 2 with that second foul ball. Still the first batter in Wyatt. The pitch. That's tipped around. Still 2 strikes, 2 balls. The pitch, way outside. Ball 3. Count runs full. The payoff. She gets a piece of it. It goes back, and that is out of here. Home run from Kayla Wyatt puts the first run on the board for the Point Skyhawks.
Jackson, that was just an amazing bat.
Yeah, she got right under it, and it was absolutely out of here. No doubt about that. I was honestly scared it was going to hit that red truck back there. That's a nice truck.
Yeah. Glad that we parked over near the other field so that way we wouldn't get our windows smashed.
You know, we talked about it the other day,
Yeah.
how we were afraid the cop was going to say something to us, as that's a little outside. But actually, I parked over here, and there was a utility man who said I had to move. So I moved for him. I didn't want to argue. But we're here for some softball, not these little anecdotes about Jackson's having to move. You know, it's such a tragedy. I'm
or
surprised.
my fear of getting another ticket.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised Shakespeare didn't write about all these. Cox deals. That's right across the plate. Strike one. Count runs 2-1.
She's delivering some fireball sermons from Matt Circle.
The pitch. Lifted into right field. Quick grab for Blankenship. You know, I heard that her nickname, everybody's got a little bit of a nickname on the softball team. Of course, you have Lauren Peanut Bailey, but I heard that Blankenship's nickname was Mouse.
Mouse.
Mouse. Don't know where that came from. We'll definitely have to ask her sometime.
Yeah, be interesting.
The pitch. On the inside corner, strike one. Batting is Parker.
Here you go.
Number 15, Chelsea Parker.
Oh!
I don't know why I flinched. We got this giant net in the way. But
PTSD triggers, man.
I know. But with that, I believe count is 1 and 2.
Still trying to fix the scoreboard up there.
She gets a piece of it. Goes
the abyss.
Into the abyss.
In case you're wondering what we're calling the abyss, is that little area down there that looks like the wastelands.
The pitch gets a piece of it right over to second. Lambert with the quick out at first. I know they were trying to throw the ball around, but Lambert threw it just a little high, and Hicks had to jump for that one.
Shortstop, Megan Pildner.
Shortstop, Megan Pildner. That's on the inside corner, strike one. The pitch. Lifts foul. And of course, I don't know, I'll be remiss if I don't mention that tonight, men's volleyball will be taking on Mid-South Conference foe Midway at 5 p.m. We've got tons more going on later this week. Big swing and a miss, strike three for Haley Cox. And we'll move in to the bottom of the second here shortly on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
But can we talk first about the what's coming up? Because I know you said we had volleyball coming up tonight, and we also have another game following this.
Well, of course, maybe I forgot to mention that it is going to be a doubleheader where Ethan will be taking over play-by-play so I can quickly make my way over to the Dome for tonight's game. And then later this week, we have a doubleheader tomorrow between baseball and Point University. That's going to be a fantastic game and probably going to be the biggest test for the baseball team yet. Currently 15-0.
Yeah, 15-game winning streak. It's nice to keep that going, keep the streak alive, as they say, because I think Coach Mike White is really proud of his gentlemen for really taking that on this year.
And I've talked about it time and time again how I believe this baseball team and most teams at Bluefield, they always have all the key components they need, but when they start working together, you end up getting a 15-0 team. And they were down by a considerable amount. I believe they were down 9-6 at one point during yesterday's game to Emory and Henry. And then Emory and Henry tied it up in the top of the ninth, 14 all, before Reese Ginter came in off the hit from Nate Cobb to win it 15-14 in the walk-off victory for the Rams.
Definitely a nail biter.
Second inning for the Rams. Third baseman.
And I know that there are tons and tons of players of the week and Division I transfers a part of that point offense that it's going to be quite the test to the Rams. It'll be a testament when they get win number 16, 17, and 18 this weekend in the sweep. Martin, the pitch. That's on the outside. Ball one. And I think our scoreboard's finally working.
Yay! Now I don't have to keep the count in my head. And I fail half the time anyway.
Yeah, so many numbers, right? As that goes foul, count runs 1-1. They don't pay me to be good at math. They don't pay us to be good at math, Ethan.
Right.
Pay us to talk. Martin steps into the box again. Martin from Troutman, North Carolina. Previous pitch was a ball.
I think they're being like the seagulls in Nemo going ball, 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 ball.
The pitch. Grounder past the infield. It's a base hit for Macy Martin. I was going to come back to the little ball. And that's, I think that it's great that there's so many chances in softball.
We don't get enough of them in baseball because we're up in that booth.
Yeah, well, you hear all that yelling, and you're kind of like, it doesn't seem like it's as brought together as much as softball is. Like, they've got these chants, and they know what's going on. Like, and when you're in a way, you have to be your own cheerleader at every event. Burnham deals, goes foul off Rose hit. Count 0-1. Throw in position. Martin over at first. The pitch. Tries to show bunt. Oh, in a pickle.
It's
it
a
looks
rundown.
like Martin's going to get out in the rundown. Count 0-2. With one out on the board, that's got to be disheartening.
You got two left.
You do. And the designated hitter, she gets a piece of it. But the quick throw over to first sends the second batter back home. And Lauren Peanut Bailey, another one of those big senior leaders. This one mostly for the infield. The pitch. She'll get a piece of it. Strike one. No runners on the bags after the pickle between first and second. Swung on. Goes foul. I can see some of the members of the track and field team over there, and they were getting kind of anxious there. They thought maybe the ball was flying right towards them.
Yeah, would have been scary, huh?
When it's a grapefruit-sized ball, I'd be scared of anything flying at me that fast. Counting runs 0-2. No runners on, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. The 0-2. Skyrockets and then dropped catch. Base hit for Lauren Peanut Bailey. Haley Cox.
Pitcher Haley Cox.
Up to bat. I think it's interesting. I saw her write a K. Like, I know when you see the end of these games on both sides of the batter box, you're going to see little markings. Foul ball. And it's almost like they're trying to write hieroglyphics across, but I know that Claudia Santana, she does a cross. Not Claudia Santana. Christina Sanchez does a cross. And Haley Cox, I just saw do a K. Runner over at first. The pitch. That's high and inside, ball one.
There go the Seagulls again.
Big swing and a miss, strike two. Point University, a school on the Alabama-Georgia border. They actually play football in Valley, Alabama.
That's the state you're from.
It is the state I'm from. As that's tipped around foul. Count remains 1-2.
In fact, you're wearing your Alabama red sweatshirt for today.
Yeah, Alabama, Roll Tide. I know I might make some of the viewers mad, but
They're in a completely different division.
as that's inside for ball two. Yeah, but I know a lot of our viewers are from Bluefield or at different parts across the United States, and they probably all have a Division I favorite team. But my favorite team, of
mine's
course,
Tech, you know.
my favorite team. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Bluefield Rams. Ain't that right?
Yes, let's go Rams.
Haley Cox fighting at the plate. Count remains 2-2, 2 outs.
Deuces are wild.
Deuces are wild. Runner over at first. Burnham deals. That's chin music all day, ball three. Count runs full, 2 outs. The payoff from Burnham. Big swing and a miss, strike three. And that'll send us to the top of the third. We'll be back here shortly on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Mackenzie Barnes at the plate. Skyrockets that into center field. Quick, easy grab for Claudia Santana.
Left fielder, Devin Foster.
Devin Foster. You flip those lineup cards over. Staggered stance. That skids in the dirt. Ball one. That's on the outside corner. Strike one. Point led by head coach Jennifer Perkins Tyler in her 11th season. Foster's going to get a piece of that strike too. Prior to the 2021-2022 season, she had a winning record of 234 and 233. That's on the outside, ball two. And then, of course, the Rams head coached by Coach Bailey Allen, who, as we mentioned on last broadcast, comes from Tennessee Wesleyan. Another foul ball. All over the place. Count runs 2-2, 1 out. Cox deals. High ball 3. Count runs full. The payoff coming. Way outside, ball 4. And Foster is going to take her base.
I believe that's the first walk of the contest.
I believe you're right, Ethan. And now batting, number 4, Riley. It's a little low, ball 1. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in here on the Rams Digital Sports Network for some great softball. That foul ball hits the backstop up near us as we're here in the I wish there was a name for this press box.
There is not, but there is a baseball, but there's not a name for this press box. I guess we can call it the Stinson Bast or Bast Stinson press box. What do you think?
That's on the outside corner, strike 2. I don't know. Are we good enough to get our own press box on a name?
I don't know.
We're working there. We're working there.
We're working at it, yeah.
That's way outside. Ball 1. Runner over at first. 1 out. Count runs 1-2. Cox. As the wind picks up, she deals. Wow. I was a little surprised they didn't call anything.
Yeah, check swing stood up.
Ball 2. Count runs 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Point currently leads 1 run to none. Swung, skips over the hand of Martin into left field. Base hit.
It's an error.
Oh. Error.
Yeah, because I did see it touch the glove of Martin, as that's who the error is going to be on.
Breaking ball from Cox. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Runners at second and first. Ducks are in the pond. The pitch. That's a high ball 1. The pitch. That's outside, ball 2. The pitch. High ball. Quick throw over to second. Not going to get there in time. Going to call Foster safe. Count runs 3-1. Ethan, I'm starting to think some of these runners might be getting in the head of Cox.
Yeah, maybe time to throw some pickoff maneuvers, maybe? Who knows?
That's way inside. Ball 4. Bases loaded. Is now batting Jones. They're going to have a mound visit.
You never like those, Jackson.
Well, I don't want to say that all of them are too bad. Sometimes you just need to take a breather. You realize that you are in the middle of the game. There's a big moment coming up for a young freshman pitcher. Although she's got some years in the field, it's really going to come down to the QB of softball.
Yeah, at that equivalent, it's analogous. And also, Jackson, I think, a lot of possibilities. They could grand slam the thing. They could send 1 or 2 people home. They could get an out and then save the day.
Yeah, one swing of the bat is probably going to give a 3-0 lead to the Skyhawks. The pitch on the inside, ball 1.
Well, they're at 1-0, so maybe it might even be a 4-0 or a 5-0.
Well, I would consider second and third scoring positions. So if she got a double, it would probably just move a couple runners. That's a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Swung. Bailey's going to get it. Trying to get that double play. Not going to be good. Point sends a runner home. And runners are on the corners 2-0 in favor of the Skyhawks.
So someone got out at seconds. That's a fielder's choice.
Yeah. It's a runner's choice over at third. It's right across home plate, strike 1. Swung straight to Martin. Quick throw over to first. Good for out number 3. And the Rams get their chance to put a couple runs on the board here in the bottom
of the third.
I was second guessing myself because that thing didn't adjust. Here in the bottom of the third. We'll be back here shortly. Hannah Taylor up to bat. Followed by on deck Chloe Hicks. And in the hole, Claudia Santana. The pitch. That's way outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Taylor gets a piece of it, foul ball, strike 1. If you're just now joining us, the Point Skyhawks currently lead the Bluefield University Rams 2-0. Here's the 1-1. She'll get a piece of it. Veers right. If she's able to fix that crooked swing, that could be bad news for Point. Swung right back to the pitcher. No sense of urgency, but they'll still get the quick out. As you flip those lineup cards over, Chloe Hicks.
Here's a shortstop, Chloe Hicks.
The bottom of the third. Oh,
If you heard that hit the roof, that was a big hit. Brace for impact.
that was a loud thud. Sounded like thunder on a bright, shiny day.
Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder. Yeah. Here's the 1-2 from Burnham. That's a low ball to ties up the count. No runners on. The 2-2. That goes into center field, but much to the chagrin of Bluefield, the quick grab for number 22. Liner.
Center fielder, Claudia Santana.
Claudia Santana with her second at bat today. She had the, do we rule it a single or a double? Because I know she made it to first and then she went to second.
Yeah.
So that's on the inside for ball one. She's 1-1 at the plate, looking to make it 2-2 and prevent the three-batter retire here in the bottom of the third inning. The 1-0 shows bunt, pulls back, ball two. You know, it's so warm out here, Ethan, but the wind makes me glad I grabbed my coat.
Me too.
That's on the outside corner, strike one.
After all, we are on the foothills of East River Mountain. So naturally that air is going to be coming down towards us. You know, up there on the hill, it's even worse.
So I've heard. Thankfully, I've only been here for the last two, and they haven't. And she's going to get the hits batsman take her base over at first. And Christina Sanchez is going to come up to bat.
Now batting the catcher, Christina Sanchez.
Makes the cross in the dirt. Staggered stance. Breaking ball. It's way outside. Ball one. A lot of different sports represented here, cheering for Bluefield, like I said. Members of the men's and women's track team, track and field, baseball, and members of the BU football team. As that high fly ball goes into shallow right field for the quick out.
Three up, three down.
Sanchez was the fourth batter, but we'll be back here shortly with the top of the fourth here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Taylor Knight awaits for the referee's signal. She steps into the box. As that foul ball finally drops. Oh,
Into the abyss.
honestly, I was afraid it looked like quicksand that it sucked it down so quick.
Yeah, it even looks like that down there, too.
Knight donning one of the coolest looking bats I've ever seen. And she gets that. The quick grab from Madison Blankenship. And I could see the joy from Point until, she had that one-handed grab. Quick and easy from the right fielder.
Chelsea Parker.
Chelsea Parker steps in. That's low into the dirt, ball one. The pitch flies overhead. I don't know if they're going to be able to pick that one up.
Yeah, that one is in the deep part of the abyss behind us.
The thorns and thickets. And that actually reminds me, so the Rams wrestling team every year, they hike right across the street that is up the giant mountain that you can see from Bluefield. And when you have to go through it, you go through a bunch of briars. And I ruined a great pair of joggers going up that thing last year. That's ball two. That's never fun. That's a whole day worth of thing. It's like 5 hours to get up there. It's probably 5 hours round trip, but it's a long time to hike and in the snow. That's a high ball three.
I think they're chanting something that the Graham High School band plays at their football games. I remember the hey, ba 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 hey. Shout out to Graham High School, by the way, my alma mater.
Strike two. Count runs full. One out. The payoff. Up next. She deals. That's a low ball four. And it'll send Parker to first. Pildner now up to bat. Megan Pildner. The pitch. A lot of power behind that hit. It goes foul. Strike one.
I think that one went all the way to the road.
Little League Lane.
Yeah.
A gravel road that runs right by, is it Blue Wolf?
Yeah, Blue Wolf and Associates.
That skids in the dirt for ball one. And, I've had a friend or two do a business internship with Blue Wolf.
And to give context for our listeners, we're in the middle of an industrial park, so naturally there's going to be a lot of businesses.
It's as lifted in the right field.
Whoa!
That goes out of the park. The 2 RBI home run for Megan Pildner gives the Skyhawks the 4-0 lead over the Rams.
I believe the mound visit is ensuing right now. Just among the players, though.
Are all talking to the freshman pitcher.
Well, it's now a 4-0 game.
It breaks. It's 4-0 here in the top of the fourth inning of this double header against the Point University Skyhawks. Big swing and a miss, strike one. Mackenzie Barnes at the plate. As that one drops right in front of Claudia Santana, base hit. For Mackenzie Barnes. Devin Foster. Sets up the pitch. It's high and outside for ball one. Runner over at first. Rams down by 4 runs. The pitch. Another outside, ball 2. The 2-0. That ball goes out. Foul ball. Count 2-1. Runner over at first. The pitch. Right across the plate. Strike 2. Now, count runs even. 2-2. That's clanked around. Try to flip it over to first. She'll be safe.
That's a hit.
Base hit for Devin Foster.
Now batting Gabrielle Riley.
Gabrielle Riley. Runners at second and first, right across Main Street. Strike 1. The 0-1 skids in the dirt. Runner over at second. Had a pretty solid leadoff. Count evens up. 1-1. That's on the outside. Ball 2. You know, this ref, Ethan, is doing a pretty solid job of only allowing strikes to be in a very small strike zone.
Yeah, the umpire always needs to be consistent with the strike zone as, whoa, it's out again.
That's another home run, and that'll bring 3 runners home.
And I think it also hit the back of a gentleman's car over there, or a lady's car, but I think the car is okay.
Oh, I hope so. I hope they're a Point fan, or else that's just going to leave an even more sorry taste in her mouth. That's going to be the end of the day for Haley Cox. We'll be back here shortly with the name of the next pitcher and the rest of top of the 4th inning here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Now pitching for the Rams, Lacey Williams, and batting Haley Leiner, after the big 3 RBI home run for the Point Skyhawks, gives them the 7-0 lead. That's outside, ball 1. Swung on, skids past the left fielder and Taylor.
Is that an error?
And the double.
Now batting Asia Jones.
We're trying to figure out if that was considered an error or not. It's going to go down in the books as a double. That's on the outside. Long throw over to second. And you got to give that to Bailey. She was pretty quick. I don't think she was ready for that long throw. But count runs 0-1. Runner over at second.
Well, all right.
But
That didn't look like one to me. But
the umpire's going to call it a ball. 1-1 the count. Runner over at second. Williams pitches. That's outside, ball 2. Yeah, Ethan, I was a little surprised on that last pitch they called it a ball. Looked like it dropped right into the hands of Sanchez without even having to move.
it looked like to me it was in the strike zone. But
We're not umpires, I guess. That skids around. Foul ball, strike 2. Count evens up. The umpire giving Williams the choice.
is one of them like a lucky ball or something?
Nah, I think she just picked whichever one. I don't know, because I've seen some people put their hand in the dirt to get a better grip on the ball. But the count runs full. 1 out. 7-0 the lead for Point. Away outside, ball 4. And going in for Hannah Taylor, Haley Cox.
Who pitched momentarily ago.
And with the quick substitution, gonna see if that's gonna be the only one. Runners at second and first. And currently batting, number 14, Kayla Wyatt. Play resumes. Ducks in the pond, runners at first and second. Kayla Wyatt comes to the plate after the walk from Williams. That's on the outside corner,
yeah.
strike 1. I don't know how consistent we're seeing from the umpire, but the pitch.
And we have a slightly better view than what we do at Bowen. So, I mean,
Yeah.
we can see it better.
I'd like to say so. That's low and in the dirt for ball 1. Count runs 1-1. Just above the strike zone, ball 2.
Da-da-da-da.
And that one's way on the inside, ball 3.
You got to love those chants, man.
That's lifted into center field. Santana with the easy grab. They're going to tag up, try to get quick to third, and everybody moves a base. but the out puts 2 on the board. And now coming up, Knight. Taylor Knight. That's way outside. Ball 1. Yep, Taylor Knight at the plate. More members of the men's baseball team trickle in. That's on the outside. Ball 1. I believe there are 2 balls. It's a low ball 3. There you go, right across the plate, strike 1. The pitch. Swung on right to Bailey. She skips around with it, but the out prevents the 8th run for coming on the board, and the Rams will look to have their comeback start in the bottom of the 4th shortly on the Rams Digital Sports Network. We're back. Kenzie Lambert. It's the bottom of the 4th. That's on the outside corner, strike 1.
All right, we'll take it.
That skids in the dirt. Ball 1.
At least you called that one right.
Well, although sometimes we might not agree, it is what it is. Count runs 1-1. The pitch. That's tipped around, strike 2. Rams gonna need a couple runs to tack on to make this comeback possible. I'm trying to give Point their 2nd AAC loss. If they don't get it right now, they will have a second opportunity in the 2nd game of this twin bill. That's outside. Ball 2. Count runs 2-2. The pitch. Right into the quick glove of the short in or the 3rd baseman in Jones. Now batting Macy Martins. She steps in. Burnham deals. Tipped around, hits the top of the dugout.
It goes behind it.
The 0-1 coming up from Burnham. She deals. Goes right into no man's land. That's a base hit from Macy Martin. Brooke Rowe.
There's designated player Brooke Rowe.
The DP. That drops right over to second baseman. And the double play puts 2 more outs on the board and retires 3 batters in 3. We'll be back here shortly with the top of the 5th inning. Parker. That's on the inside. Ball 1. Williams deals. Finally across the plate. Strike 1. The 1-1. That's lifted out. Luckily nobody got hit with that. Strike 2. Count runs 1 and 2. 7-0 the score here in the top of the 5th. Rams cannot let another score be added on. As that one
It's a pop.
is up. And the quick grab for Chloe Hicks. There's a lot of chances. Parker jogs back to the dugout. 1 out on the board. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Pitch. Another high fly ball right into the infield's hands. Lauren Bailey with the out. 2 outs early. As Mackenzie Barnes comes up. 2 outs. The pitch. That's on the outside corner. Strike 1. That gets a weird hop over the catcher. Strike two. Down 0-2 in the count. 2 outs on the board. Might be the best defensively we've seen from the Rams. The pitch. High fly ball. Quick grab. That's it for the top of the 5th inning. And we'll be back here shortly with the bottom on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Lauren Peanut Bailey up to bat. Rams looking to put a little amount of runs on the board. As
And
they're
they have
down
to.
7.
They have to.
Quick throw over to first. Good for out number 1.
That was a nice clean 6-3.
Pitcher Lacey Williams.
As Lacey Williams comes into bat. Lifted into right field. Easy catch for point. Now Haley Cox.
Left fielder Haley Cox.
Played pitch earlier this game, now in left field. And breaking ball from Burnham. Crack of the bat, sends it to third. Quick throw over to first. 3 up, 3 down. And the Skyhawks take it to the 6th inning. It's windy conditions here at the foot of East River Mountain. The foot of Graham Rec as well. You can see the really high field all the way from up here. Reminds me of a field I used to play at when I was a kid. We only played there once, but it was really because it was attached to this church, and it was just a one-off field. I don't know why this church. I guess they had a big softball league or something.
Yeah,
But-
church softball leagues, that's not common in this area.
That's not, or it is.
It's not.
Oh, wow.
Very much not.
Well, I was at the Mountaineer Lanes, and I saw a church group bowling, and I know that's more popular.
Yeah, there's church bowling leagues around here. I'm out of practice. I need to go back to the bowling lanes.
Last time I went bowling, the only reason I noticed is because I went bowling, I don't know what that would have been, last Thursday maybe? Oh, and don't forget, it's Thursday, so you know what that means? 30-cent wings and McAdoo's.
Yes, sir.
And every single day, though, it is half-priced app at Applebee's, but 30-cent wings and McAdoo's sounds pretty solid to me.
Listen, yeah, McAdoo's in Bluefield, Virginia, right there from right where the Ryans used to be.
Yeah, actually, I think that this place is way more booming now that it's out of the mall, you know, and it seems like it's very well managed at its new location, and I absolutely love every aspect of McAdoo. It's one of the very few sports bars you can go and watch games. Maybe McAdoo should sponsor us since we're talking so highly.
Yes, they shall.
So when I was talking about the Camp King, it was the was it King Camp chairs yesterday? The chairs they have these almost like those movie set chairs. You know which ones I'm talking about? They had those in the press box, so anytime we're in there now, we finally have chairs you can see over so you can sit down and broadcast, and I love those chairs. Play finally resumes here in the top of the 6th. Devin Foster.
At the plate, Devin Foster.
Little high, ball 1. I sometimes you just don't know. The pitch. There you go. On the outside corner, strike 1. Getting very windy and dusty. That's tipped around. Strike 2. Count runs 1 and 2. Foster sets up. The pitch. Way outside, ball 2. Swung on into right field. Base hit for Devin Foster. Now batting, number 44. Check that, 4.
Now batting,
Gabrielle Riley. My little numeral symbol. The pitch. That's on the outside. Sanchez telling the batter, you better back off. Ball 1. The 1-0. Crack of the bat goes into center field. And it's a base hit for base hit Gabrielle Riley. Haley Liner up to bat.
Center fielder Haley Liner.
That's inside, ball 1. The 1-0. It goes out by the road.
I hope oncoming traffic does not get impacted.
I don't know, that one went far and foul with a lot of power coming from Haley Liner. Skips over to third. Long throw over to first. They're going to call her safe. Oh. Bluefield not ecstatic about that call. Oh. Coach Allen going to come up and try to talk this one.
Yeah, and also Jackson, they got to be careful, like we were saying during the break, the umpire's call stands. Though I will say that was a great fielder's choice play, though, on third base.
Went right to the hands of Martin and try to get the quick throw over to first. I thought she was out. The call's going to stand. Runners at first and second. One out on the board.
Third baseman,
Oh.
Jones.
Asia Jones.
Doesn't look like Coach Allen was too happy with that call.
Can't imagine she was. Right in the glove of Martin. Long throw to first. Easy out.
And Stevie Wonder could have seen that one coming.
3 batters retired in 4 hits. We'll be back here shortly on the Rams Digital Sports Network with more coverage. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Chloe Hicks up to bat. Rams have a hefty task in the being down 7 runs. Mercy rule not going to apply regardless. As that skips around. Strike 1. Burnham takes the breath. She deals the 0-1. Right past her. Makes its way into center field. Base hit, Chloe Hicks. Claudia Santana, and it just hit me why there are probably so many members of the men's track and field team is because 2 of the members of the softball team are a part of it. In Christina Sanchez and Claudia Santana. Both members of the indoor track and field team. I'm not sure if they end up doing outdoor because I'm not 100% sure on the rules behind if you can do 2 sports in a single season.
I remember that Taylor Sutherland did both women's volleyball and women's basketball for a while.
Yeah, well,
but that's in different seasons, of course.
Yeah, I was going to say, but I think because I saw Nyala Curtis, who's a women's basketball player, also play with, also compete in the indoor track and field during long jump. So looks like they're going to bring a new pitcher in. We'll be back here shortly on the Rams Digital Sports Network with the name of the pitcher.
Well, actually, she's number 6. Ashlyn Ham is the new pitcher.
I'll be back here shortly after this pitching change. And with the let's go from the umps, it's time to play ball. Runner over at first and Chloe Hicks, Claudia Santana up to bat. And like I said, like Ethan said,
Ashlyn Ham is the new pitcher.
Ashlyn Ham. Bunt attempt skews foul, strike one.
We're seeing similarities in pitching pattern for fast pitch between Ham and our own Taylor Nunn, as those fast pitches come at very uncertain locations.
That skips around. Flonked her over to first, not going to get there in time. And Santana even waved her arms out. She's like, I know I'm safe. Base hit for Claudia Santana. Now batting, Christina Sanchez. I know they've all got the little arm bands, or sometimes they put it in their back pocket for the call. The pitch. That's low in the dirt. Ball one. The 1-0. Bunt goes foul. 1-1 the count. Runners at first and second. Another bunt goes foul. Now down 1-2 in the count. Runners remain at first and second. Sanchez down in the count. No outs. Skyhawks currently lead 7-0 here in the bottom of the sixth inning. The 1-2, big swing and a miss, strike three. And now batting, Kenzie Lambert. One out on the board. Breaking ball, tipped around, strike one.
Looks like she's picking her ball.
Well, sometimes you ask for the different ball if you don't really like yours. One strike, runners at first and second. Still scoreless for the Rams. 7 runs for the Skyhawks. The pitch. It's a high ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and first. Ham deals. She gets a piece of it. Quick throw to first. Good for out number 2. Runners move the bags. Now runners at second and third as Macy Martin comes up.
Third baseman, Macy Martin.
Right across the plate, strike one. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Lots of wind here at Graham Rec Park in Bluefield, Virginia. The pitch outside. The catcher, the quick pump fake. The 1-1. High fly ball. Not going to get there in time. Brings 2 runners home. And Martin's going to try to run over to third. She'll make it.
That's 2 RBIs on the books for Bluefield.
And 2 RBIs for Macy Martin. 7-2 now the score. 2 outs. And Macy Martin over at third.
Designated player Brooke Rowe.
Brooke Rowe now up to bat. Bluefield side all riled up after that big hit from Macy Martin. Breaking ball from Ham. That's inside, ball 1. Off of a weird pop from a foul ball. That retires the side. Rams score 2 in the bottom of the 6th as we go into the 7th inning here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
Second base.
Kayla Wyatt, the second baseman, steps into the box for the Point Skyhawks' last offensive stand. That's right across home plate, strike 1. Lacey Williams in the circle. The 0-1. Swing goes foul, strike 2. Rams finally get to a scored inning in the bottom of the 6th. That's way outside, ball 1. The pitch. Foul ball was past the yellow. Count remains.
Believe that is a 1-2.
I believe it's a 1-2. Yeah, 1-2. Our scoreboard operator is slacking. Another foul ball. Wyatt doing a fantastic job of fighting at the plate. The 1-2 count. 5 pitches. The 1-2. High ball 2. Count evens up. Rams Looking to get the first 3 out. That skid past the head of the point coach. Count still 2-2. High fly ball into center field. Quick grab for Claudia Santana. Puts the first out of the board. Here in the top of the 7th inning.
Now batting Taylor Knight.
Taylor Knight to bat. Williams deals. That skids in the dirt, ball 1. Williams deals on the inside, ball 2. Right across the plate, strike 1. Way outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Knight steps in, raises the bat. Down the alley, hits the fence, base hit for Taylor Knight. Now batting number 15, Chelsea Parker. 1 out, runner over at first.
Now batting Chelsea Parker.
The pitch into left field. Cox with the grab for out number 2. Knight gonna stay over at first. 2 outs.
Now batting Megan Pildner.
Megan Pildner tries to keep the point streak alive. Right across the plate, strike 1. And the wind's picking up. Afraid I'm gonna lose my non-existent hat.
Huh. Or my toupee.
A little high, ball 1. Runner first. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball 2.
Well, the deuces are wild.
The deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Williams deals. That skyrockets to the barn. Count's going to remain 2-2. 2 outs on the board, runner at first. Rams trying to shut down the Skyhawks offense in this pitch. Williams deals. That's on the outside corner. Ball 3. Count runs full. The all-important payoff pitch from Williams. She gets a crack at that. That goes foul. Count remains 3-2. Payoff pitch, part 2. 2 outs. Runner at first. Coach Sparks handing a couple new balls. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wind picks up. The payoff. In right field, and that is out of here. That is a 2 RBI home run. And the Skyhawks put 2 more on the board, 9-2. Fieldner with the home run.
How many out of the park RBIs does that make today for the Skyhawks? About,
I would probably guess around 7. Allie Davis, the utility player. She'll be coming in for Asia Jones. The pitch. That's right across the plate, strike 1. High fly ball. Blankenship with the catch for out number 3. We move into the bottom of the 7th here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where the Skyhawks currently lead 9-2. And we're back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Lauren Peanut Bailey into the box. The pitch. Quick over to short. And the easy out by Knight at first. Haley Cox. Another one skids in the dirt. Quick throw over to first. Out number 2. 2 outs on the board in 2 pitches. And Lacey Williams comes into bat for Hannah Taylor. Oh, check that. They rotated a couple people on us. But Williams is up to bat. The pitch. Skids right over to second. And 3 up, 3 down in 3 pitches. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Your final here in game 1. 9-2. We'll be back here shortly with game number 2. And I'm going to throw over play-by-play duties to him. Don't forget tonight, volleyball at the Dome Gymnasium live on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And
take it easy, Rams fans.